Kinda long, sorry. Fake names, too. So this happened on Sunday. Me, 35 meters, and Maria, 33F, have been together for maybe 5 months but have known each other for 10 plus years. I met her through her sister Maya, 34F. Me and Maya used to work at a strip club in our early 20s for a while. We were FWBs for a while till we both felt more of a brother-sister vibe, and she became one of my best friends during that time. She quit the club when she got pregnant, and I met Maria at the baby shower. Maya has always been the black sheep, while Maria has been the goody-goody in the family. Their mom was very religious, and so was Maria, but not Maya or their dad. Their mom died maybe a year and a half ago, though. Maya ended up setting us up way back then, but I was moving away for a bit to work, so it didn't work out at the time. We would hang out whenever I was in town, but the timing wasn't right for a lot of reasons. Fast forward to this past summer, when we reconnected at a bar when I was visiting some friends in that part of town. I live 20 minutes away and work a lot, so I'm not over there often. I hadn't seen her for maybe a year. We hugged and ended up talking all night and into the morning. She had definitely changed in the time we've been apart. While Maya is very attractive, Maria is a certified baddie. She looks like a thief, Becky G. When we were hanging out back then, she was really modest, but since her mom passed, she opened up a lot, started dressing up, and all that. We talked about a lot of stuff, and she told me I was her first adult crush, and she kind of hoped we'd get married and have kids when we were young. We were both drunk, but she started crying, and we went to her place and just talked all night. She told me she loved me that morning over waffles when we were sober. We started dating quickly and went official, and all has been good. I do work a lot, but we spent all our free time together. Sex has been great, she opened up about that too. She's confessed that she's bi, but she has only been with one girl when she was young and has been wanting to hook up with a girl with my permission. She knows about my history and that I've been cheated on multiple times by different girls, so I'm not into sharing like that, but she'd bring it up every so often, but it's not something I'm interested in right now. Fast forward to this Sunday. She has a group of friends, and 2 of them are getting married in a few months, Victor, 34 years old, and Andrea, 30 years old. As well as Jose and Reina. The engaged couple is getting married about 3 hours away, and they wanted to go and see how everything is and make more plans for that weekend. It's basically a mini vacation. We worked out a deal where Vic was going to pay for everyone's rooms and I'd drive because I'm the only one with a big vehicle to drive all 6 of us. Vic has a lot of money, so it's not a problem for him, and I didn't mind driving. We had a good Saturday exploring and seeing the wedding site, and Sunday we were going to go bar hopping and stuff. We went to this spot that has a bunch of clubs and bars within walking distance. Eventually, Jose wanted to go to a bar to see the second half of the Super Bowl, so the guys and girls split up and were going to meet after the game. The girls ended up at this gay club, so we walked over there, and it was pretty busy. We got in and went looking for them. We found Andrea at the bar getting a drink, and Reina was in the restroom. There was a long line, and she said Maria went to go look for Andrea while she waited in line. We go looking for Maria, and Reina sees her first, and I see the look on her face and start looking around. Reina doesn't even say anything and takes Jose, and they walk away, and Andrea is like, what the fuck? Then I see what's up. So the club has these little booths that open up like little cabanas. There I see Maria getting fingered by some girl, basically, and some dude is grabbing her tits and kissing her. Basically tongue fucking her. Vic looks at me like I was going to go start a fight, but I literally felt dead inside and just left, went back to the hotel, got my SHT, then drove all the way home. Yesterday Vic and Jose hit me up separately and said it was fucked up. I left them stranded, but they understood and had no hard feelings, but Andrea called me and said I was an and said I should have manned up and confronted her then and would have seen that Maria was super fucked up and not in her right state of mind. Supposedly she got wasted. I don't know, I've seen her drink, and she can hold her liquor, so that doesn't compute with me. Vic said after I left, Andrea went and got her, and she started crying when they told her I saw everything. Maria called me and texted me, begging for me to just talk to her this morning. I showed up at my job, but I'm taking the rest of the week off, so they told her I wasn't there. Maya came by earlier, and as soon as I saw her, I started crying. I haven't felt this way in so long. She told me she understood, and we talked for a while. She told me she's going to tell her sister to just leave me alone, and if I want to talk to her, I will. I just can't forgive betrayal, and she knows this. I've cut family off for less, and it's nothing for me to drop someone out of my life if I have to. I've been alone most of my life, so it doesn't matter anyway. What really gets me is that before all this was going on, she started having kids and getting married. Even making comments at the venue Saturday that I'd look handsome in a suit but we could get married in flip-flops and she'd be happy. I can't get the look on her face out of my head from the club. Sorry, this is so long. I just needed to vent. I don't know. Update. Hey guys, sorry I don't use this account very much. I wanted to post in another sub about something else unrelated and decided to update what happened since I still get messages occasionally about it. Mods, if I did it wrong, let me know, and I'll try and fix it. First, I left some stuff out. One is that I'm an orphan. I am not a Batman orphan, but I lost both parents before 18. I have a big family, like 3 blood-related families and my stepfamily, but I am technically an only child. My dad passed during my first semester of college, and I dropped out, and when I did, I ended up staying with my childhood best friend Derek and his family instead of my extended family for a bit, and we're still friends to this day. Also, I have a stepmother, a niece and nephew, and they're best friends with my friend Maya's kids, so I would take them to her house or she'd pick them up for play dates. Maria, Maya, the kids, and their dad all live together. Maya owns the house technically. She actually put Maria through school, and now Maria has her master's, and she pays the bills at their house. Their dad does mechanic work there for fun, but he's older and basically retired. Now to the update. When I came back, I basically broke down for a day, then Derek came through and basically made me go stay with him for a few days with my dog. I said in another comment, but the guys who went, Vic and Jose, hit me up separately, and we talked, and they understood and didn't say anything else. Just it's all good. Andrea called and bitched me out about not being man enough or some bullshit, so I told her to go fuck herself, while Reina sent me the sad emoji and sorry. Also, Andrea was cheating on Vic the whole time, and they didn't end up getting married. Vic has also become a good friend, and we hang out at the gym and park once or twice a month. I really can only go to the gym once a week, though, because I have a super busy schedule. Andrea can eat a dick, though no one talks to her, that's another story. After about a week, I came home. Maria sent me a few texts and calls, but she knew how hurt I was, and Maya convinced her to give me some space. That month was the worst. But eventually I had to work through it. After the second month, Maria waited outside my apartment early in the morning when I took my dog for walks. We talked for a while, cried, and such, and agreed to break up. That was it for a while. But like I said, my niece and nephew are best friends with Maya's kids, so I still had to see her often. And honestly, she's gorgeous and still sweet, and I still loved her. It hurt, but I was tough. Until she started bringing me food to work for lunch, she said she missed me and just wanted to eat with no expectations or anything. That lasted for a few weeks, then one night she showed up at my apartment at night, and before I knew it, we were doing it. I didn't forgive her, though, but we agreed to therapy, and we'll see. She was already going, and we went together, and eventually I found a different doctor and went to therapy myself for my own issues. I was extremely insecure and still have a dozen issues, but I'm able to deal with them on a better level. One of the things I was insecure about was her too. She's very obviously out of my league, but she'd always tell people the same thing when they asked why she was with me, big dick, and I could make her laugh, and that was enough. We joked, but I felt like I didn't deserve her at the time, and a threesome felt like she wanted more than me, and it hurt. Eventually we worked through our stuff, we even had like 3 threesomes, but she found out she's really more into the kink of it than the work. She's talked about her sexuality also, and she likes girls but doesn't want to date one. So there is no poly-quartz star relationship. We were separated for about 7 months but got back together towards the end of the summer. I also had been working out and eating healthier. I was extremely overweight when we broke up, like 320, but now closer to 260-ish. I still have a ways to go. Trigger warning, something bad happened. Around the beginning of this year, she was hit by a drunk driver. Her car was totaled, but she herself wasn't hurt, but later we found out she was pregnant, and we lost the baby. She was only about 6 or 7 weeks old, so it must have happened right after her last period. After that, she spiraled, took time off work, and wouldn't come out of her room. I tried, Maya tried, her dad tried, nothing was working. Then one day she says she's going out of town, and she's gone. She went to Mexico. She has dual citizenship and still has extended family down there. Then, a month later, she wrote me a long message and basically broke up with me. We talked and talked, but she said she needs to get back in touch with God and herself. She's not dating anyone, nor plans to, she just wants to grieve without us giving her the look. So basically, that's it. We text occasionally, but honestly, it hurts the both of us, so we keep it friendly but not too emotional. I'm personally fine now, I'm able to deal with my emotions better, and yes, I was sad and heartbroken for a while, but I'm doing and will continue to do better. There's no happy ending, but I'm not sad either. I'm good enough.